Hello everyone and welcome to my Best Buy Tuesday for Tuesday, October the 21st. Before I go into detail about what I purchased for this week, I'm going to go ahead and go back a week and talk about what I purchased on October the 14th. And that is Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. And I ended up getting the 2-disc special edition and kind of wasted my money because I'll probably never get around to watching the special edition or special features. But as I said with Iron Man, when I bought that 2-disc Ultimate Edition of Iron Man, I feel a special movie deserves a special edition. And unfortunately, I can't really say that Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull is a special movie. Now, don't get me wrong, it is a fun, entertaining Indiana Jones movie, but in my opinion, it is my least favorite. I think it's been pretty disappointing, kind of all around. Harrison Ford, he did a good job, reprising his role, and Shia LaBeouf, he did, a good job in my opinion. But I think what really brought this movie down was the excessive use of special effects and the ridiculousness of some of the action scenes and some of the chase scenes. I think the green screen, or whatever they call it, green screen, blue screen, was done kind of poorly. You could just tell that it was so fake. And I don't really want to ruin too much. I don't want to spoil anything for the people who haven't seen it. But there are some scenes on there that you just say, "Oh my God!" I just can't believe it. And that sort of departs from the preceding 3 movies because it had that realism to it. And unfortunately, it just doesn't have that same feel in the new Indiana Jones movie. I'd still recommend that anybody who is a fan of Indiana Jones just go ahead and maybe at least rent it. See how you feel before you end up wanting to actually pay $15 or $20 to add it to your collection. But yeah, I just really was expecting more. I guess I won't really complain if they decide to make a new one, because I do remember hearing something like a while ago that Harrison Ford was sort of in talks with making a new one, but he wasn't really sure exactly how he felt about it. But, if they decide to bring it, then, I'll keep an open mind, and hopefully they can, learn from some of their past mistakes in the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull and try to make a better movie. So let me go ahead and move on to what I bought from what I bought today, and I actually bought 3 things. So I'm going to start off with the first, and that is the 3-disc special edition of The Incredible Hulk. Now, you're probably thinking, oh great, he wasted more money on a special edition. Not so, because I actually did watch most of the features on the 2-disc special, or on the bonus disc, and you're probably wondering what the 3rd disc is, and the 3rd disc is the digital copy, and I guess that's sort of the big thing nowadays in DVDs, is the digital copy, because I guess like a whole bunch of people, they use all these third-party softwares and whatnot to rip movies from their DVDs and compress them so they can put them onto their PSPs and iPhones and other things like that. So I guess a digital copy version is like the publisher's way of saying, okay, you want to watch your movies on the go, let's make it easy for you. But this is just something I've never really gotten into. So what did I think of The Incredible Hulk? Well, I have to say that it's like maybe 100 times better than Ang Lee's Hulk that came out a few years ago. The one thing that I have to say is that the direction and the story is just much, much better. And I'm almost willing to say that maybe it's 1 or 2 ranks below Iron Man. It's that good in my opinion. Edward Norton is a class act. I'm not too big of a fan with Liv Tyler, but I did kind of like the chemistry that Edward Norton and Liv Tyler kind of had on screen. But every time she was sort of by herself or with another actor or something, I just wasn't really thrilled by her. Now Tim Roth, he's a surprise because I love Tim Roth, and I really haven't seen him play the villain roles that much, and to see him take on the Abomination, he's almost kind of spooky. He plays a really good villain. And the special effects, I think, have been, greatly increased because everything looks a lot more real. They look a lot more tangible. Just a lot more vivid on screen. It was also kind of interesting that, I thought this film was going to be just full of on-screen Hulk action, but that really wasn't the case. It really went into, a lot more of the facets surrounding the characters, the backstory and the setups towards, the huge fight in the New York City and all that stuff. So it was a great, all-around film. If you're a fan of the Hulk, you definitely need to see it. And even if you never really watched a Hulk movie, I'd say that's probably the one that you would need to watch. And the next on my list is something that I completely forgot about until I saw the circular Sunday morning, and that's Volume 6 of The Family Guy. And I love The Family Guy. However, I will say this: Family Guy has been funnier, like before it was canceled and then brought back. Because when they brought it back, I think after season 4 is when it came back on air. It sort of, I don't know, I guess lost a little bit of the cleverness in trade off to a little vulgarity and stuff, and it just, I don't know, it sort of lost that hilarity that the original 3 seasons had. But again, that's just my opinion. I know a lot of people out there said that Family Guy has become funnier since they've been put back on air, but I just sort of disagree. Not saying I disagree to the point where I won't watch it anymore, because obviously I do want to watch it because I purchased another season. So I look forward to watching that, although I have no idea when I'm going to start it, because I still have 2 discs left of the 11th season of The Simpsons. So, I'm trying to find all this time to watch these TV shows and cartoons and stuff, and thank God that they don't keep putting them out every single week, because I'd be buying them every single weekend. I just sort of have this big old pile of TV DVDs that just never get watched. So, the last thing that I purchased today was something that I wasn't really planning on purchasing, and that is the new Heltah Skeltah CD. It's called Dirt, D-I-R-T, stands for The Incredible Rap Team. And I don't know if you actually remember Heltah Skeltah, but they were kind of big around the late 90s. Sort of came back in 2000, I think, and then another one in 2005. And this one, I guess they're under a brand new label. I think that's what I heard correctly. Now the reason why I didn't really want to buy it is because I wanted to try to get it from the library. I've been getting a lot of my CDs from the library. It's been helping me save some money. But unfortunately I could not find this in our library system, so I just had to go out and pay the $12 or $13 for whatever it was on sale. So I had a very kind of bad vibe when I picked up the CD, and I was almost tempted to put it back down and just sort of walk away from it. But I guess I wanted to give it a benefit of the doubt, and hopefully it'll turn out to be a good CD. So I might end up letting you guys know, the ones who are the hip hop fans, and let you know if it's worth you checking out. So yeah, this has actually been a pretty substantial Best Buy Tuesday this time. I've gone on talking a lot more than what I'm normally used to. So I really hope that you enjoyed this Best Buy Tuesday, and maybe we can get another one like this before the year is over. So thank you for watching.